Sorry, I think I forgot to get the overlay. So, um, hello, welcome to this Global Hack Week. Um, Today we start our last Global Hack Week of the year, this cloud version. So I'm really glad to be here. You may know me for my best streams. For example, I think the last, I'm not going to last to you. Here I have it somewhere. Like, what was the last I gave? I think it was for the career one. Yeah, yeah. Well, how to build a portfolio in Next.js. Um, I give also above Rust mini game. No, I think it was a Tetris one, if I remember well. I don't know why I have here on my appointments. Bob Ross. Maybe I switch last minute. I don't know. But yeah, my name is Alberto. I'm your Major League hacking coach here in Mexico. So if you're from Mexico and thinking about throwing a hackathon, don't hesitate to send me a DM. You can find me everywhere as Alberto47 or just in LinkedIn, Alberto Camarena. I see here Shimari. Hey, Alberto, career week. Yeah, I always have the best dreams. Oh, thank you so much. You see a little switch here on my setup. I have my camera down now. I don't know. I kind of don't like this because I see all my face like in a weird point of view. I may change this later. Um yeah, I definitely I will change this later. But okay, I was just trying to get more time for people to join us because today we are going to learn about Firebase, right? If you don't know Firebase, let me tell you quickly, it's a really, really powerful tool to develop. Cloud things like all the things you may do in cloud like hosting, like keeping your projects, storing data, etc. It's good for that, but it has a lot of pre-built features for also, for example, authentication and A/B testing, even machine learning. They are now releasing an app, as they call them, for machine learning. Don't worry about too much for the word app. It's just like an add-on. I will rebrand it if I was for the Firebase team, but I'm not. Like you can put these add-ons to your projects, and you can very easily connect with your code. Firebase is focused on mobile apps and web and web things. So, for example, if you are an iOS developer or a Java developer, Android developer, this is really good for you. But also, if you ask me, are a web developer, like you do JavaScript and stuff, this is very handy, to be honest, because you have great and powerful apps, add-ons, tools, call it however you want, that you can easily plug in into your piece of software, and you're good to go, right? Come on, hi, Shimari. I'm on my phone, so it's hard to tell. We'll switch to laptop in a bit. Okay, I guess we have to start adopting ML and AI. Yeah, exactly. Um, but the truth is, and how I explain it to all the hackers that I see on the events is, the good thing with AI. Well, let me rephrase that because I am not completely sure it's a good thing. But the thing with the machine learning and AI and stuff in general, right now it's so popular that you have machine learning again or artificial intelligence as a service, right? So, for example, here with Firebase, you don't need to fully understand what you're doing, which I recommend completely, but it is as easy as an API call, right? You just API. do HTTP requests and stuff, and you get diagnostics, you get pronostics, you get prediction, completion. You get a lot of things just with the API calls. So same with Web3, for example. I see a lot of people that don't really knowing what Web3 is, how it works, how to even um, code a smart contract, which I think it's very important for the ecosystem. But they use Web3 because we have, even here as the Major League Hacking, we have a lot of partners that have Web3 as a service. So you don't need to fully understand the thing. You don't need to code your own blockchain. You don't need to code your own smart contracts. You don't need to code anything except for the call, the HTTP request, the API stuff they give you. So this is really interesting, and it's empowering. I'll say that you don't really need to worry about a lot of stuff, but you're able to build amazing projects, amazing applications, and incredible stuff for your hackathons. If you go for more entrepreneur thing, I will definitely recommend like going with a higher ground base. I don't know how to tell it. Like basics are fundamental. So know what you're doing. I'll just say that. It's winter, so you are going to have to apologize me because I'm a little bit sick, to be honest. If this was an in-person lecture, I will call it off, but uh, since I'm at home and I'm not in danger to make you sick, so that's why we are here. But eventually, I am going to sneeze or cough or something. Don't worry, I'll shoot my mic off. Maybe stop the camera for your eyes' sake. But just notice on that. Oh, thank you, Shimari. I'm under a medication now, so hopefully in some days I'll be good. Uh, I guess no, I read that. That's what makes me a little bit nervous about it. We don't need to understand it. We can build it. I kind of get the feeling, but don't be nervous. Again, uh, the worst thing I will say you can do with an artificial intelligence that you don't understand, but you're using it as a service, as software as a service. I think is being charged for using it wrong, like spending a lot of money in tokens. But definitely you won't destroy the world with it. Uh, for sure, that's it. Uh, what okay, I see we have no more comments. So let's start. Yeah, 9 minutes. It's good time. Everybody should have joined us. So, can we get your meeting background? It's a cool MLH background. Oh yeah. Let me. Well, now that I think this, Rob shared it with us last Christmas, I think. So let me ask first for permission because I don't know. I am not really sure if I can share this, but I'm sure there will be no problem. So it will take a while, but keep tuned to the Discord. And on the Discord, you will see the post soon. So yeah, I will ask for that, for the permission. I always forgot to put these messages on screen. Sorry. Uh, Hi to Common. Hi to Farafor. And hi to Shimari. So, um, let me quick. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. Thanks, uh, Green Yashix. So, give me a second. Again, I'll have to sneeze. Yeah, thank you for that. I'm really sorry, but let's do not let us. Sorry, don't let this from stopping us. So, Firebase. Firebase is the main thing here. You may wonder, what's Firebase? Well, you can access to this link I'm going to share with you, and we will discover it. Please head to. Oh, my hand disappeared. Um, Head to firebase.google.com. As the URL it's pointing us, it is a product from Google. And you may wonder, like, why do Google have the Google Cloud Computer, GCP, uh, and Fibers as cloud services? And to be honest, I have the same doubt. Like, I really don't know because Fibers is interlinked with the Google Cloud. Like, it has connection with the GCP. Um, Much stuff like the deep stuff you have to do it in GCP. Um, I will say like GCP is the big brother of Firebase. Uh, Firebase to me, as I understand it, is like this powerful but very powerful small brother of Google Cloud. But you has the I don't know, like you have all the potential without the troubles of GCP. Like I tried GCP. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not so a big fan of cloud computing. I do not like all the process. I think there are too much clicks to hit when you're working with cloud. Uh, but that's exactly what I like about Firebase. There are 3 clicks to get to the end product. You copy link, you copy credential, you copy some access, etc. You're good to go. Like, that's it. Firebase takes care of everything else. And I tried GCP, click on this, configure that, uh, copy this, but then delete it and then add it again, and a lot of steps, right? And to be honest, that's too much complication for me. But Firebase, in the other hand, again, it's easy, it's simple, and that's why I for myself like it more than GCP. But again, they are really, really similar. Uh, Google are both son of Google, right? So let me share my screen. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. No, this is taking its time. Okay, I think it lack. I just want to confirm. I think my internet connection it's lame at the moment. But okay, I have more. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear what I'm saying? I just need a comment to confirm, please. Help me with that. Oh, and now more comments pop up. Like, is Firebase a better alternative instead of manual backend setting up or something? Um, I would say it depends. Uh, if you're in a really hurry, like in a hackathon, and it depends what you're building, I will say yes. Specifically, if you're building something that Firebase has a solution for it, and we will check what that specific scenarios are. But in general, I would say like completely in general, no. You will have to have a dedicated backend setup. Um, I'm lagging too much here in my camera, so I'm going to stop my camera and start sharing my screen because I see my audio is clear. So here am I on the Firebase landing page. Can you see my landing page? Like you're watching the same as I am, the Firebase landing page. Okay, and thanks for you to answer here in the comments that you can hear me. That it's so nice from you, Alberto fan club. I thank you a lot. Got a notification that you were going to start a stream, and I was like, oh my god. Okay, thank you. Uh, I thought it was it. Yeah, I did great. Yeah, can hear you. Thank you, Alberto fan club. Uh, phone, new setup looks great. On laptop, can totally tell the difference. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? There's a big difference what I see because I have a big monitor in front of my eyes, but the camera it's kind of low. So yeah, I will change it. Thank you, David. Uh, okay, okay, I understand. Yeah. For the question, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. While we wait, why don't you talk the story time of how you got your Hackton hoodie? Hackon hoodie. I want one so bad. This one, like the one I am wearing. Oh, um, I don't know if it looks like kind of fluffy, but this is not a hoodie. This is a shirt actually. This is from the not the exact last Hakon, but the one before it, from Hakon 10 oh, X in Roman. Um, and I think they give it one of these for all attendees. I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was for all attendees or for me for being staff. But I would say yeah, it was for all attendees. Um, yeah, we can see it. Okay, perfect. Already, this Firebase demo day is here. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, knowledge swag is amazing. I'm not wearing one of these at the moment, but I have like a denim jacket with the MLH logo here on the pocket. It is amazing. How can I get the legacy swag? Oof, on the Hackons, actually. That's how you can get legacy swag. If don't, why don't ask in X, previously known as Twitter? Okay, but I think we're ready and good to go, right? So you see my page. Here we are on the Firebase landing. This is on Spanish because of my of my region. Let me change it to English so we can stay on the same page. Okay, and as they mentioned here on the Firebase page, uh, if you see, like the title says, Google's mobile and web something. I'm kind of not sure what exactly is that something, but here you will see at the bottom that it is specifically focused on mobile and web. For what I was telling you about, we have integrations with Swift, with Objective C, with Kotlin, Java, JavaScript, Dart with Flutter. This is incredible. I think this pushed up a lot of the Dart developing. Uh, and if you're a Flutter developer or someone uh, passionate about this language, because all the people I know that does Flutter gets too excited with this. But yeah, Unity and C++, right? So they have examples. For example, I'm going to switch to JavaScript for authenticate a new user, and you will see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, when you write, and it's not just the closing commas, uh, and it's really cool, right? With just this piece of code, you can make sure if a user is existing on your database, right? Using the Firebase authentication service, you can read and write real time in a database called, for example, this one is Firestore. You can load a custom analytics event if you're thinking of running analytics in some application you have. They can give you storage, for example, if you want to get this, and if you want to store big documents or images or stuff, they have that kind of service for you. So you can find more information here about, for example, what integrations they have with Jira, with Slack, all the goal suite. uh, for example, I was telling you this, you can easily connect an application in Firebase with BigQuery in the Google Cloud service, or any other things they have. And they segment, I will say, their products with these within three categories: uh, build, release or monitor, and engage. And we will take a look to that in a couple of seconds. But first, I want you to go here to this page, the firebase.google.com, and then hit on the very top and right corner, go to console. You can hit go to console, and you will see in my specific case, I have these projects. You will see two projects. One I created before for the like preparing the stream. Uh, Another one for things I like to play. That's called the Coffee Project or something like that. Yeah, the Coffee. Oh, why I do have so much pre. Okay, I don't know why I have two of these. I maybe do something wrong, but don't put too much attention on these two pre-global Hardware Club. We will create a new project. So we hit here on create a new project. I'll add a name. In this case, it is no longer pre-global Hardware Cloud. It is global Hardware Cloud. Global Hardware Cloud. And I can hit continue. I'm going to enable the Google Analytics things for this. I don't mind, to be honest. And then just an account for the analytics. If you don't want this, you can totally disable this and then create a project. Which I am doing. So this could take a while for you if you're new to Firebase. So I will give it 5 minutes. I'll be here. I'm just need time to sneeze, and I'll give you this time for you to create your projects. Once you have your project, you can continue, and Firebase will open this console for you. And here we can see all the things they have for us. But again, be back in 5 minutes. I'll be answering your questions on the comments if you need help. Oh, yeah, you can see me because I turned off my camera. This was my internet connection was failing. I didn't want to miss the important part, that is the the screen. But let me see if we can now support this. Okay, yeah, I think we can now support the camera. Uh, okay, can we use Firebase as the backend for the project we're building with ISA? I am not sure what project you're building with ISA. Can you tell me more, please, here on the comments? And then I can answer that. But remember, we were talking about these specific scenarios in which Firebase can substitute your backend. Uh, so, yeah, tell me more, and I can answer that. So, how is it going? Did you already have your project? Your screen looks like mine. Like you can see the project with the plan. We're going to talk that in a second, but don't worry, you won't be charged for this. uh, yeah, can you see we had the first stream today, and it's going to be a Google Cloud project. Oh, yeah. Again, you can easily integrate things with Firebase and Google Cloud. I'm sure if I click here somewhere, I can go to the Google Cloud actually. Uh, so, no. Okay. Maybe it's hidden, but yeah, they're very similar. But yeah, tell me like what you want to build or something like that, like the specifications, requirements. I think it's the word for that. So I can tell yes or no. So people, uh, everything fine with the Firebase project? Uh, I will assume yes. I think it is important for us if we want to follow like this stream, but I don't want to pressure you. Like you can always rewatch this and follow the steps and everything, right? So I will continue with the exploring what Firebase has to offer to us, right? If you have any question, please leave it here on the comments, and I will try to answer it. What's a good ML or AI project to make with Firebase? Maybe I'm not understanding. Um, to be honest, I'm not familiar with the AI part they have. I will check it and I will answer this question in a second. What's the session plan? Well, we were revisiting. um Sorry, no, we were visiting the Firebase console, so we are going to create a project here. Then I will now give you a walk for all the applications they have. Applications are just the name they give to these products we can use, and then we will make a small pause to show you a thing I am going to use for the developing. Um, Spoiler alert: it's GitHub Copilot, and then we continue to the developing of the project using GitHub Copilot and connecting the project we built with Firebase. Use the apps like authentication, hosting, and why not Cloud Firestore, which is the database they have. So that's the session plan, and I hope we have time for that. So that's why I'm going to continue right now. We can see here. Okay, let me see if I can change the language. No, oh well, okay. Um, Well, here says all the products, and we can identify this with this icon. So we hit here, and we will see all the products they have. They divide it for compilation, uh, for supervision and launching, and for participation. Right. So I talked to you about authentication, which is an app we are going to use for this session. We can do an app check. We can use the Cloud Firestore. We can add extensions like the ones I talked to you about with the Google Suite, with Jira. I don't know if you use that or you're familiar with that. With BigQuery, Algolia, they have more extensions, and they even have a hub for this. We can take a look. Why that? Okay. For example, I think this is the one I kind of have used more in the past, the translate text one, because this helps you to um, be lazy and just develop in one in one language. Then you can use this to translate to other languages and use the same product for very numerous regions, and it's really cool. Um, oh, I didn't know they they consider this as an AI extension. Maybe this is just marketing. You can use the resizer image, the messages with Twilio. This is really cool. Well, yeah, you can check this and see what extensions they have. This is not all they have. For example, if we want to focus on artificial intelligence, they have these ones for BigQuery. Again, the translate one. This with Mailchimp. Wow, I don't know. I swear I read Mailchimp somewhere. Huh. Okay, maybe I imagine it. But yeah, you can add the chatbot with ChatGPT. Uh, this is cool. I maybe prepare this for our next session, which is on Wednesday, so we can add a chatbot with ChatGPT. But yeah, that will be on Wednesday. Today, we're going to focus on these other ones, the ones. hmm, This needs time to think. Okay, yeah, we are going to stay with these ones, the authentication, the Firestore, and the hosting one. Are these add-ons free or paid for? Oh, that's a very good question and something I didn't take in count. Um, I would say most of them has like these trial or free version of it, but at some point, of course, you will have to pay, and that's almost the same with Firebase. I mentioned that you don't have to worry about it because take a look at this Spark. It's the current plan in which you should be, and it is no cost for the month. Let's see this in deeper in a second. Just I wanted to show you what more things we can do. I talk about the notification, the app, the file store, real time database. Uh, these are two databases with differences. I haven't used these to be honest. I'm more used to this other one, but we can take a look at this. No problem. Extension storage is more like where you want to put big files and you don't have like a server for that. Similar, it will be like an EC2 in AWS. But yeah, hosting, this is handy. I mean, like you can do it. They have the functions, again, similar to the Lambda ones in AWS. They have machine learning stuff, remote config, messaging, and for more advanced things, they have testing, the performances, crash analytics. This could give you a good a good talk with your boss, like, hey, why don't we run crash analytics in our app or some things like that. They have Google Analytics. They have A/B testing specifically. They repeat them here. So let's go to the planning, right? The costs. No costs if you use Firestore, storage, authentication, hosting. They have like specific things that gives you for no cost, and then other things that you have to pay for it. So we were talking about the Google Cloud integration, and they give you it like to extend your project with Google Cloud if you paid for it. That's bad news, right? Um, Notification, analytics, crash reports, assistance, and merge are integrated with all plans. But we can see more in details here. And yeah, I see a comment here like it's quite affordable. And to be honest, I think it is. Another thing, it's you pay before you use it. For example, we'll see A/B testing. It's without cost. Analytics without cost. App check. It's not cost, subject to quotas limits. App distribution. It's not cost. For example, here authentication. We are going to use authentication. But if we exceed these amounts per month, we will need to pay. I have used it in plenty projects before, and I haven't had a single problem of not being able to authenticate a user because I exceed the limit, right? So for all projects, for hackathons, for small things, for developing, it's really cool, really nice, and you will then have to worry about this if you're planning to use it or in a more professional way. Well, all professional things are supposed to be paid, and yeah, that's the thing. Cloud Firestore, again, they give you plenty space per month, per month, plenty space per month, plenty transactions, plenty readings, plenty deletings, plenty writings. So you don't have to worry about this. Cloud Function, they do not are integrated here, so you will have to pay for the Cloud Functions. Cloud Storage, again, they give you plenty space per month. If you're developing, if you're creating, if you want to, again, if you want to do it in a production environment, you may have to pay for this, but see the cost per gigabyte. I think it's again pretty nice without uh, without cost for crashing, for hosting. It's they give you a lot of space, a lot of transfer data per day. They include you the domain and the SSL certificate, so that will be cool if you add your own domain or if you and the page will be protected, right? So the Firebase machine learning, and this is what I haven't tried, but I see they have a free version for wow, tuned models for free. This is powerful. I haven't tried this, but okay, this is cool. Um, Real time database, again, lots of space, lots of time. Uh, I see a comment here that seems odd to have to pay for cloud functions where they give you a couple $100 in credit for cloud functions. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but cloud functions. You see, even here they say like then uh, you have to pay in the Google Cloud prices. So I'm thinking they haven't integrated the cloud functions yet or too well to the Firebase environment because, as you mentioned, it's kind of odd. They even give you two models, personalized machine learning for free, and then like they want you to pay for cloud functions. That doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, Test Lab, Google Cloud, BigQuery, and other LAS. Uh, you will see the comparison plan. So uh, for developing for us students, etc., etc., I think Firebase Spark Plan for free. It's really cool. Once you're professional, once you have environment in production or something that it's going to be on the market with real users, etc. Uh, the payment it's quite affordable. But yeah. Oh, they have even a calculator if you want to move things around here and check how much you will spend on their services. But yeah, quite fine, right? Amazing. Firebase. Whew. So, we will see. I have a doubt. Machine learning. No, I say I will check one of these, but I don't remember. I think it's still real time database. Yeah, because I was telling that I use the Firestore database and I haven't used the real time database. So that's why we're checking here. Real time database. Oh, they have a comparison between databases. Amazing. So this is helpful for both of us. So I would guess we can't use Firebase for our other GitHub no, this is not GitHub Global Hack Week project. Oh, that's so. Maybe you can do this. I don't know if it was a requirement to use the cloud actions functions. Sorry, or that's why you ask it, or what was the requirement, or why you can't use Firebase. I'm not getting this. Come on. Yeah, I've never used this before, but definitely seems useful and convenient. Yeah, I think we can, Shimmery. Yeah, common sense, you can. So, again, I don't know the requirements for the Global Hack Week project, but I'm sure you can find a way to adjust this for using it. Choose a database. Okay, switch to English. Hmm. Translation API. It's loading in the English version. Okay, choose a database, cloud Firestore or real-time database. I, for myself, always choose this because I didn't know this one, but let's see what's the great difference. It's recommended enterprise grade JSON compatible document database trusted by more than a lot of developers. It's suitable for applications with rich data models requiring queryability, scalability, and high availability. It also offers low latency and offline data. The real-time database is the classic Firebase JSON database. It's suitable for applications with simple data models requiring simple lookups and low latency. Wow, I didn't know this one was a classic one. I'm really surprised, to be honest. I thought they started with this one and then added this one. Like, wow. They both are NoSQL, storing in large JSON tree, stores as a collection of documents. Okay, yeah, this is more similar to Mongo, which I am used to. So, yes. Huh. Real time and offline support for Apple and Android, and this at the web. So, point for Cloud Firestore. Presence. Okay. So this tells you. Oh, I know. Here you can see if one is online or not online. Writes transactions, advanced write and transactions operations, basic write. Okay. Reliability, low latency, uptime of 99.999%, uptime to 99.95%. Okay, I think, well, here for pricing, they all give you a lot of storage and a lot of transactions per day. Again, if we are just developing, so I will keep with Firestore, but you see the differences and you can check the real-time database. The last thing we are going to check before jumping into our developing, it's the machine learning app they have. Oh, come on, load. So, use the machine learning to resolve frequently projects. Yeah, but I want to see the documents to know how. Specifically, how? That's the real question. Machine learning using Firebase. Let's switch this. Oh, but I think it only supports iOS, Android, and Flutter. I think this is not for web yet. I think it is, yeah. Specifically for Android and Apple apps. Oh my god. I think previously they have like these same icons, these ones I'm seeing here, but here on the cover. So it was easier to know if some of these are not supported. I thought, to be honest, they removed these icons because all the apps were now supported for all Android, iOS, and web. But yeah, they used to have like the icons here. Uh, well, that's a shame. But okay, just for curiosity, let's see what they have to offer because Firebase ML sounds cool. There's no need to have yeah, again, this there's no need to have deep knowledge of neural networks or model optimization to get started. Again, machine learning as a service. On the other hand, if your experience provides you a convenient API that helps you to custom TensorFlow, okay, yeah, this really makes sense. If you don't know, TensorFlow, it's artificial intelligence owned by Google. And well, it is not an artificial intelligence. It is a platform where you can find models and stuff for artificial intelligence. But yeah, that's cool. Cloud versus on device. The ML kit ready to use on mobile devices. But what we can do? Use cloud visions. Okay. Okay, I think they have all the models of TensorFlow. That's cool because it makes easier. Oh, maybe that's why they didn't bother to add a web, right? Okay, I think this makes sense. Yeah, you learned two things now with me: the machine learning thing with Firebase, and the difference between Firestore and real-time database. uh, and I all I learning with you too. So let's continue for the things. Oh, I get it. I need to add an app, which is I'm going to call. mm, what will be the name? My global hack week. Alberto project. Mhm. So we now need to use npm. Okay, let's pause it here before we continue to registering our app. We actually need an app, right? And I will show you how to do this from zero. I will say uh, we are going to open in our terminal a new tab from scratch. We are not going to use any kind of any kind of framework. This is going to be vanilla web developing, right? Except for one thing. And I was very excited to tell you this. I give you the spoiler. We are going to use Copilot, and Copilot is going to help us to code all of our project. And you may wondering, like, hey Alberto, why you tell me to use Copilot if Copilot it's paid to use? Well, I have good news to you. Copilot it's completely free for students, which I'm assuming all you are. If you're not a student, I'm really sorry. You will have to pay for this amazing product. But if you're a student and you're already a professional, I will say you can pay this, you can afford this, and it's completely worth it. I for sure, when I graduate, and well, yeah, I for sure when I graduate, I will pay for Copilot. Uh, so how you can access to to your Copilot account if you're a student? Well, you just need to hit on Google, like I am doing right now. S- no, GitHub. Oh, wow, a lot of issues with my internet connection right now. GitHub student developer pack. Hit enter. And here, the first page, GitHub Student Developer Pack. Come on, come on, come on. This is taking too much time. And you see, up in front of your monitor, Copilot. And what's the great thing about Copilot? It is not only more auto completion, it has code prediction, it has Copilot chat, and it has in beta, I need to say, Copilot CLI in your CLI. It is amazing. I haven't tried for this week, these new integrations they announced in the GitHub universe, and I'm completely in love with Copilot. Uh, I will say it helps a lot. Um, with just a clarification, artificial intelligence don't need to make us lazy. Like you need to know what you're doing, so Copilot can help you to make it better and more faster, right? So we are going to take advantage of that line faster to develop right now. So let me share the link with you. It's true. I'm using Copilot for free with GitHub Studio Developer account. Amazing. So here's the link. Go to education.github.com/pack and claim your student developer pack if you haven't. If you have and you didn't know you had Copilot, well, you have. So follow me to my other screen to start coding. Give me a second. Okay. all from scratch, right? So let me present my screen, allow, and now you can see this. With my beautiful JavaScript background, I'm going to move to a folder I call developer test and global hack week cloud. Here I'm going to create uh, another folder called, I don't know, how I call the other one, Alberto Project. But the thing here, for example, it's that I don't want to be called this way. Actually, I always have the question like, how to spell project with Y or with J? Yeah, I think it's with the other one, right? But I'm kind of confused. Now, let's say I don't know how to delete this folder I created. So I'm using Copilot here to help me in my CLI. I already created an alias for this because I'm a very lazy person, which is GitHub Copilot. But if you see GitHub Copilot, it stands for GitHub, which is the CLI tool of GitHub. Copilot. I'm going to say suggest, and I'm going to ask, how do I remove a folder or a directory in terminal? Hit enter, and Copilot, it's going to ask me some questions about the context. Um, it's thinking. So, welcome to the GitHub Copilot in the CLI. What kind of command can I help you with? You want a generic shell command, a GitHub command, or a Git command? Well, I'm saying in this case, I need to add generic shell command. And the solution is simple. Use rm slash recursively directory name. So I'm going to exit this. I'm going to use rm r, and the directory name was Alberta project. I just hit a tab. That's how why this auto completed. So let's see. L. Yeah, I just have the prep folder, which is the one I use for the preparation for this session. So lots of powerful in Copilot in the terminal. I wish it for this, and GitHub make it my dream true. Uh, so yeah, Thanks, Shimmery. I will spell it J in English. Thank you a lot. But yeah, that's why. That's because I want to show you how to use Copilot simply. But let's say I didn't want to delete it. Uh, I can ask, how do I rename it? Or I can ask, how do I, and this is a true story, uh, how do I take some specific file changes from one branch and take it to merge to another branch? And as you see, the CLI gives you the tool for specific Git commands, specific Git commands, and that saves me a lot of times because most of the times there are specific commands that I don't remember, to be honest. Um, well, GitHub in the CLI just again dream comes true for me. But yeah, let's continue. So here I can just create a directory called now because the other one was called pre. Let's call it live. And I'm going to git in it. I'm going to start coding here with Visual Studio Code. I'm going to remove my comment here about the education pack. Well, I see lots of you have tried this before, and I'm really glad, to be honest. When I talk with my friends or even colleagues from the work, and I say like, "Hey, Copilot has Copilot chat, Copilot has Copilot CLI, Copilot has now like built-in." Code suggestion, auto completion, etc. They go like, okay, I didn't know that. Well, I'm so happy that you already integrate that and try it. For example, Copilot Chat from few months from now. That's amazing. So uh, let's create a new file, index.html. And for those who are experienced with Copilot Chat, this may not be that amazing but for me, and I'm still getting amazed for the Copilot capabilities. But uh, for those who is their first time, this is like, I would say, ChatGPT with greater capability because it's focused on code, and ChatGPT is focused like in general. But yeah, let's focus here, right? So I had a prompt prepared for this prompt engineering, which is we need to create the index file for a new project that contains a login page and a landing page. The login page should have a form with the username and the password fields. The landing page should have a welcome message and a button to log out. The login page should be the default page that users see when they visit the site. Only after they have logged in successfully should they be able to see the landing page. The landing page should be accessible only if the user who provides the username, the correct username, and the password. Uh, And for the moment, we use local store to store the username and the password. This is not a good practice, but we will correct it later. And we hit enter. So it's calculating. How to using terminal now after watching you do it. Yeah, I swear it's amazing. And give me a second while this loads. Amazing. So now it's writing code. Um, Another thing we are going to need for this, we kind of, it's not necessary, but it will help you. It will help us for quick developing. Here, this Go Live, it's an extension called Live Server. No, this one, no, these extensions. The ones I have installed are these ones. I received these questions a lot, but these are the ones I have installed. ESLint, Git Graph, Git Blade, GitHub Autocompiler, Autocompiler Chat, blah blah blah. Some things for Python, some things for JavaScript, some color palettes, SSH config, Venture. Oh, I cannot remember that. Live server. Well, Live server, it's the one I have installed on my VS Code config, and this will help us for getting the live server for, well, to see the changes and everything. Like if we're using any framework for this, except Angular. Angular is really slow. I do Angular. Don't hate me. So it's already done all the auto completion and stuff. So we need to add here. We can copy, but why do that if we can pass from here to here with just a simple click? Amazing. Uh, but good practices. Let's check what the artificial intelligence give to us. Uh, Mi sitio web, it's because I'm a Spanish speaker and it, Copilot it's intelligent enough to know that. So my website in Firebase. Initial session can be changed for login. Nombre de usuario can be changed for user name. Contraseña can be changed for password. Log in. Okay. And our landing, we just want a nice welcome. See out. Submit. I just installed the Rainbow Extension today. It looks great. Yeah, it's really helpful, to be honest. Um, Kind of more with Python if I had to tell the truth, but yeah, also with JavaScript. Uh, Log out. Yeah, this is sign out. I was looking for log out. What else? Well, the script, we need to change this. Uh, Nice. Now, and I think I noticed it's we only have here on the body. No, here. Oh my God, we don't have any style. No, no, I don't have styles. Now styles in a .css file. Okay. Uh, Meanwhile, we need to create a new uh, index dot. Yes, and a new. Let's call these styles dot css. Okay, we pass this here, and it's intelligent enough and has a lot of context to tell us that we need to add this link rel inside the head section. So I'm going to stand here, paste this one, and amazing. Can you add some script in a .jas file to connect with Firebase authentication service? And uh, in the meantime, let's see if we can see the output. Okay, we were waiting for this, but let's go live. It's starting on this port. Okay, nice. I mean, like, the styles are not the best, but it's artificial intelligence generated, right? Ha. So let me open the console here to inspect one thing. I see comment here like keeping the inline just no. Actually, I kind of don't like it. Uh, that's why I asked for the specific .js file. You know. Hmm. Let's give it time. It's loading. Okay, okay, we have it now. So let's fix first these styling issues because I totally hate them. What's the problem? She say, "What's the problem, baby?" I kind of not getting this. Like the Alberto typed the two commas. Can you help me understand this more, uh, please? uh, Nice. Now we can add some CSS. Yeah, this has CSS, or maybe this is the yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, exactly. Copilot will handle that. Okay. So what's the problem? Why this doesn't fit? What styles do we have for this specific for the username and password styles for the input? It's width, padding, margin bottom, border radius, and border solid. Okay, yeah, maybe this hold login form. No, maybe this needs login form. The what's the padding here? 20. So I'm guessing if the input margin right. Oh no, oh no. Oh, margin auto. Yeah, that can helps. I will try that. Okay, I am going to disable this completely. Nope. I think we're still missing the padding here. Uh, yeah, the way I think we can change this. It's here with the form. Mm, oh no, this didn't help either. Okay, so we need to be smarter. Yeah, the problem is the padding. So yeah, that solved the issue. Huh, huh. But the cursor will be too close. It doesn't matter. Yeah, just for statistical reasons, I will change this to this, and that it's everything. So it helped for us to make time to see what GitHub Copilot has to offer to us. So let's see. I asked Copilot chat, can you add some script in a JS file to connect with the Firebase authentication service? First, okay, we are going to skip this. Um, Here's the code. We insert the code, and we need to insert this on the body of the HTML. And we need to remove here this. And yeah, why not? Let's change the name of this to app. And let's change. Let me remove the script here and the script here. And this is for the login called local storage with. Let's see our changes. That makes me feel better to not have an inline DIS. Yeah, I know, I know. Again, and I actually don't like it, but it was for uh, yeah, quick developing. So the main reason I wanted to open this is for the storage. Open local storage. I see we have no data, so I'm going to add Alberto, and my password will be Alberto123. Right? So I log in. Now username or password. Okay. The address is badly formatted. Okay. Let's see what we are doing here. So document get loaded by Ali, login form, add level listener. Okay, if they submit, we create a variable called username and password, and we create the username and the password if we don't have the element. If username and the local storage item get username password. Okay, the login and landing changes. Alert. username or password incorrect. Document logout, add event listener, click display and changes everything. Okay, so the main problem here is we don't have local storage items yet. So let's create it. Well, first I will do programmatically. You see how magical is Copilot? Okay, we can return to our page, and you need to create an account first. Yeah, actually, yes. But for me, creating an account means hard coding it into the file, right? Uh, that's the thing. We need to add later a sign up page. We just on the login page. Alberto, and the password is 1, 2, 3, and 4. First, let's check on our local host. We have our username and our password. We log in. The email address is badly formatted. What's that? I don't know why. Let me see. Maybe that's the bad thing about compiling things. The input, the ID. No, type is mail. The HTML input. Type no, type it's not mail. It's text. I was kind of imagining it. Yeah, exactly. I think the same as you. Like, okay, I don't know. Let's continue. Just not focus on that. But we are on our login, so that's amazing. Good. We look out. Well, we didn't clear the input variables or the password things, etc. But we have to establish a connection with Firebase, and for that, we need to return to our Firebase console. Configure configuration of Firebase. This is pretty standard, so that's why we see this as a JSON format. We need an API key, an out domain, the project ID, storage bucket, messaging app ID, etc., etc., etc. So let's return to our console to see this. Then that's where we leave this page. Just give me a second. You see, and this is where this starts to make sense, right? Uh, the SDK of Firebase tell us that we first need to install Firebase. I'm not so sure if I have a well, no, I don't have it like globally, so I will copy this. I'll go to my terminal and I run this npm install Firebase. Let's see what this tells us. We can continue in this other way. We need to import the initialized app from Firebase const app. Copy and paste all of this block. Well, all the imports should be on the top, so give me a second to refine this. This is conflicting because we have this here. Uh, Again, this is sensitive information, to be honest. If you plan to work on a real project, you probably shouldn't be exposing this. I'm going to shut down this old project after the session, so don't worry for me. uh, but yes, don't share this kind of information. This is meant to be on a .m or the way. Yeah, yeah. You need that exactly, Shiver. Can that Firebase config with modern outlet Firebase config? Yeah, yeah, you can use it as outlet. Actually, for example, the 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 Copilot chat tell us for bar. I'm not big fan on still using bar on JavaScript, but no problem. But yes, you can use it as let. I mean, I don't see why you are going to use it as a let, because remember, these kind of things don't change, and if you're changing it at some point, you're probably using it wrong. So the correct form, I assume it is const completely. So installed Firebase correctly, perfect. We can see now we have our package.json and package.log, etc. Uh-huh. Next. Hmm. I'm going to skip, sorry, this specific part, because I don't want to use the Firebase CLI. I think it's not for me. Huh. Firebase login, Firebase init, and Firebase deploy. For the moment, I don't want, to be honest. Huh. So, what do we want? Authentication. Oh, I just have 15 minutes. I'm going to hurry up. Should this Firebase config file be added to the Gitnar? Completely yes. Actually, I'm doing internal practices here because of the time. I'm trusting an AI. I am exposing my credentials. Uh, I'm not completely debugging all the code the Copilot chat give me. So don't follow my example completely. Just follow the implementation with Firebase. And as I was mentioning, you don't need. Sorry, I correct. You need to not expose your credentials. add it into a .m file, add it to the git ignore, and keep it safe. That's it. Uh, have separated files for the authentication, have separated files for the logics. If you see I'm just having a single JavaScript file, and that's not a good practice. But yeah, this is just for me to keep it simple and try to win to the clock that I have 15 minutes left. So yeah, my password is 1234 for all my accounts except the ones that matter. So focus on this authentication. Let's continue. Let's open the docs, but let's create one here. I want you to see that Firebase actually offers a lot of great services or ways to authenticate ourselves. Sorry, a little glitchy. But yeah, I'm back. Huh. As I was mentioning, they offer plenty providers. Uh, Google, Facebook, the Game Center, Microsoft. The Game Center, you may the Game Center and the Play games uh, are kind of curious, because it is not normally offered. Remember, this is focused for mobile. Uh, yeah, Firebase is focused for mobile. So uh, that now makes sense to have the game center and the play games, etc. They offer Apple, the GitHub, Microsoft, Twitter, Yahoo, um, the basics, telephone, password, mail, anonymous, etc. So for the moment, we are going to keep it simple. Mail and password. I'm going to enable this, save. Okay, and this is loading, right? So we're going to give time to this, but first, no, I mean, like, we need this to continue. I was, no, yeah, actually, we need this to continue. Come on, internet. Oh, I see a comment here. A little off topic, but what's the best authentication app since so many sites are asking for that as an added layer of security? I use Google Auth, but that just me for personal reasons. I trust Google. Since I trust them once, I guessing I have to trust them everything I have. So Google Authenticator for me. Some of the Microsoft tools requires you to have the authentication app from Microsoft. I don't like it, to be honest, but they require it. Like you're forced to use it. But yeah, choose the one that makes you feel safe. So we can see here now it's enabled. The email and password form of identification. We could add more, like we can actually add all the full list. So our user can have all the abilities. Sorry, that sneeze got me for a surprise. But yeah, so we can see here we enabled it. Now we need to see the users, right? Come on, load. Oh my god, this is so slow. It's kind of frustrating. I'm sorry. Uh, Load users. Let me see. Templates, usage, settings, something. No, I think this needs time to think. Okay, now users. Oh, oh, I need to check some issues with the RAM. You see that? Okay, I think I freed some. Wow, Google Chrome was consuming lots of RAM. Yeah, okay, but I think we are good to go. If we return here, maybe be able to see the users. Okay, it looks like my computer stopped working complete. Like um, I cannot change even tabs in the browser. Yeah. So show me the users. Okay, now we're getting up on track. So for this, it will be similarity to hard code a user in the code, but we are going to hard coding here. We need to add later the sign up. We are just focusing on the sign in. So we need to add here a user. Let's call this mail as Alberto at camarena.mlh, and password as global hack week 123. We add this user. We have an UID of user. Now we are sure that this user exists. We can go here to the settings. No, settings. Well, actually, no. I just need here on the documentation. Here's the documentation. Get started. They have like this very simple code. Add initial add the application SDK. We have modular. Okay, this is important, so we need to copy and paste this. Hurry, we still can do this. Okay, we need to get rid of this, hide this, comment this. The app doesn't matter right now. The Firebase console we have. We only need to initialize. Oh, the, this goes here. We need to import this as well. We need to uncomment this. We remove this, and back to the code. Once it's installed, we can sync up users. No, sync in existing users. Sync in email password. Then user crash. Mm-hmm. So we need to add this sync with email and password because it's the one we're using. Get out. password authentication. Let's wait for this to load. And let's just make this to do an alert. Like once we've done this, test with alert. Alert using login. Alert user not logged in. And I'm going to change. I'm going to call this instead of oh no. Yeah, that's why we done. Okay, my RAM. Okay, again, this is annoying. Done. So, prepare default email text. Hmm. I'm going to comment all of this. This is the code Copilot gave to us. We not longer need this, but I just wanted to change this for Alberto at camarena.mlst, and the password is supposed to be global hack week 123. So if I go to the project, you will see check up on the inspector. No, really the network. So we have a call to the Firebase out service. We can see to the Firebase out. It was a get. No. Okay, I think then we are not getting this fine. We need to replace this, but the call replacing this. Okay, let's see what. Hmm. Firebase out sync in with email and password. The mail and the password. Okay, I think we are going to use this instead. And I'm grabbing this in a function called verify user that receives the email and the password. Now we change the user logged in here to here, here to here. We can comment all of this. We don't need it yet. We can delete this, this. We can delete this. No, no. Where are we using the app? Okay. So I'm sorry about the time. You need to change your login now that you save. User will also change it index. Will you need to change your login now that you saved a user with your email? Uh, yeah, I get you. Like we need to change the name because we were using username instead of email, right? That's why you're referring. No, that the main thing here is we cannot connect to Firebase, but Let's see if Copilot can help us. The thing is, we actually change username here to email, and that's what we pass. So it's an input. It doesn't matter how it's named here on the, well, on the, yeah, on the file, and local storage don't not does not. um it's not important. It's no longer important. Um, but let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So this is saved now. And if we go here, if I click here, Alberto at camarena dot mlh, and the password is global hack week 123. We should be able to see a request here. Let me clean. Let me hit login. Okay, index is made, but I don't see any alert. So that may be the problem. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to do this again. One, two, three, and hit login. No, I totally get you about the local storage, but no, the thing is we need to see the response from from Firebase, uh, which this is there is not. You mean here? But yeah, it doesn't matter. Like uh, this allows you to change between the the other things like the logging and the landing. But what we really want to do is get that response for from Firebase to tell us like, hey, yes, these service exist, like sorry, this account exists, and the password is correct. So what's the response Firebase should give? Their response should look like this thing here. Let me show the documentation. Give me a second. Another thing is my computer is not helping a lot, to be honest. Sorry. Uh-huh. Well, this should contain at least a user and a message, but we are seeing nothing, and that's a funny thing. To be honest, I don't know what's happening, but I'm way past time here, and I'm going to give you all. I'll apologize. Thankfully, we have another session to continue with this. Uh, I I had the plan to finish at least this part for this session, but we will need to let this in pause for part two, right? I need to end the stream. I have used VJS plus Firebase without. No apologies, this was a great link. Yeah, thanks. Sorry about not completing the authentication part. I'll see what's wrong because I do the same as the prep, but this time didn't work. Can we get the code? Yeah. I, I don't know if you have my GitHub account. I will update later. You can find it as Global Hack Week. Uh, you can find me here as Alberto47. But I will, well, we will continue to complete this for the part two, right? So I think to wrap up, this session served a lot to understand what Firebase is, what Firebase is capable of. We do a little bit of coding implementation with GitHub Copilot, which I think it's great. But I will debug this to check what's happening. Yeah, the wait. Okay, I will debug this to see what's happening with this particular code, and we will continue this on part two at the authentication, at the Firestore to add some cards to the page, etc. Plus the hosting, the hosting is really simple to be honest. It's just CLI comments and more advanced things. But okay, in the next session, which is on Wednesday. So I hope to see you all on Wednesday. If you missed the live stream, remember the recordings are always available on our Twitch account, Twitch/MLH. There you can find the session and the future session on Wednesday if you missed it live. So, thank you. You have been an amazing audience, and thanks for being so patient with my internet, my computer, me being sick, and stuff, right? So, you simply are amazing people. Thank you all for joining me, and don't worry, we will finish this on our next session. Bye.